What is going on, guys? Mike with Chit Chat Gaming. So not long ago here, we took a look at the Sony Pulse 3D headsets. And I'll put a card here above, that way you guys can go and check that out. And at the end of the video, I pretty much came to the conclusion that, I really didn't care for those headsets at all. I said I was going to return them, in which I did. The main thing I really liked about those headsets is I did like the design, but the sound quality wasn't there. A lot of functions I thought should be there were not present. So I was like, you know what? They're $100 headsets. Yes, that might not be a lot to a lot of people, but for me, $100 is quite a bit for a headset. So I'm still in the house, still in the hunt anyways for a headset for my PlayStation 5 and for PC gaming. For my Xbox One, I'm still using my Astro A40s. But again, though, like I said, though, I wanted to get something for the PS5. So I ended up looking around here, did some more research, and I've heard a lot of great things about Steelseries. So I wanted to go ahead and check out one of their headsets. Now, there's so many different ones that you can definitely choose from. So I want to make sure that the ones I did get, feature the 3D audio as well too for the PlayStation 5. Took advantage of that feature because obviously that's one of the great features that the Pulse 3D had as well too that I really enjoyed. So I did my research. I kind of wanted to see which ones were the best ones, and I ended up coming up and going with the Steelseries Arctis 1 wireless. Now there is a wired version of these as well too. That's going to be about half the price. So these run $99. The wired ones are running about $49.99. Now these here definitely have a couple of different features that the wired ones don't have. Obviously the biggest one being that it's wireless, obviously here, but it also comes with a nice little receiver that you can actually attach to your Nintendo Switch, which I've been enjoying because you know what? It's a bonus feature for me. It's an extra. I was looking for something for the PS5 and the PC, and now I have a great wireless headset option that sounds terrific for my Nintendo Switch. So I wanted to go and do today, guys, just tell you a little bit about these headsets. Not gonna spend a whole lot of time, but kind of why I think that you should get the Steelseries Arctis 1 wireless, or Steelseries in general. Heard a lot of great things about these headsets and about the Steelseries line, and period. I want to go ahead and give you guys a little more information on these. Why these are definitely one of the best headsets I have. I'm gonna actually put these up right next to the Astro A40s. I think they're that damn good. So what I'll do right now, though, is going to give you guys a little bit of features and such on this here. Actually, just tell you guys what exactly you're going to get inside the box, because that's the main feature, right? You want to know what you're going to get here. So obviously, you're going to get your headsets. Now, the good thing about these two that the Pulse 3D audios don't have is that these are able to be swiveled. So like my Astro A40s, you can swivel them. So that's definitely good. Now, I did talk about the design and such on the 3D Pulses, and I did enjoy those quite a bit. And really, I like these. These have like a matte black finish to them, and they're all black, and they look, the insides and everything, inside the ear cups and everything, they look actually pretty damn good. I'd actually wear these, around. They don't look ugly like a regular gaming headset like the Astros do. The Astros look cool, but they're also not the most, design-friendly looking headsets. So another great thing about these two is, one thing I complained about the Pulses is that the ear cups themselves were not very deep, and that my ear was just hurting quite a bit as well too. So one good thing about these is that they are nice and deep. They're a lot deeper than the other ones, but also they are oval. So they're not going to be, just regular circle ear cups like the Pulses are. These are actually oval, so they're going to fit your ears better. So those people with large ears like myself, I don't have huge ears, but they actually do fit pretty damn well. And they sit comfortably. I really didn't have any problems. Like I said, with the Pulses, my ears would start hurting on the inside. And with these here, I'd have no problems. Because usually it was like right around this area is where it started really bugging me. So again, as far as comfort goes, they fit pretty well and they are very comfortable. Now they do adjust like a regular typical headset does. So they don't have the little band here like the Pulses have as well too. So, but again though, I think these are probably one of the most comfortable headsets I've ever wore. I definitely would say that indeed. So let me go ahead and let me pull out. And also on the side here, you do have there are different functions and everything. You have your mute button. You have your volume rocker as well too. You do have your 3.5 millimeter jack, so that way you can use these wired as well. And you do have your USB charging point, or your micro USB charging point here. That way you can go, or port, so that way you can go ahead and plug it in and charge it to USB-C. And you do have your detachable microphone port as well right here. So we'll take a look at that. So again, now these are the headsets themselves. So let's go ahead and let's take a look and see what it actually comes in the box. So first thing you're going to get in the box is going to be your charger. your USB-A charger. So that way you can go and charge your headsets. Also inside the box, you're going to get your USB-A to USB-C adapter. Now what this is going to be used for is that way you can go ahead and you can plug the USB into your PC or into your PS5 or whatnot. Here is a pretty long cord. I didn't know if it really need to be that long, but it is. But that way you can go ahead and plug it in, because the adapter you have is going to have a USB-C adapter or a port on it, or a plug on it. So that way you can go ahead and you can plug these into the USB-C adapter, and now you're set up for your PS5 or your PC. So the next thing on here is going to be your 3.5 millimeter cord. That way you can go ahead and you can plug these in wired, or of course, you know, you can listen to music as well too. So if you want to do it that way, you definitely can. And then of course we do have your detachable microphone right here. So that way you can go ahead and you can snap these on in like so. If I can do this, and boom. That way you can go ahead and you can chat, and it is a little boom here, so the detachable microphone does indeed adjust as well too. So it does seem a little bit short. Like my Astros usually go out to like right here, but these do sound good. I never had any problems with the sound qualities at all. So with these headsets, you also get 20 hours of charge after a full charge, which is incredible.
Alright guys, so now you're actually hearing the headsets in action here through the microphone itself. So one thing I definitely do like about these is that the voice and everything just sounds nice and crisp, nice and loud and everything. So definitely a plus here. One thing I wish I did have is a way to control your in-game chat and your in-game volume as well too. So there isn't that option on the actual headset. You do have your volume rocker, but you have no way to separate that unless you go into like the Steelseries app or so forth here and you mess around with that, and you can adjust the equalizers and everything as well. But it'd be nice to have them on the headsets themselves. But yeah, it definitely does sound pretty good here on the microphone itself.
Now another great feature that these have, like I mentioned, that the Pulse 3Ds don't have, which is a Sony product, so I mean they should definitely have this option, but it doesn't, is you can actually mute from the controller itself. So in game here and everything, as long as you click this little mute button, you don't have to click anything up here on the headsets. You just click that and you can actually mute. So that function does work. Like I mentioned, it does not work on the Pulse 3Ds, which I think is absolutely just stupid, but either way though, you can use it with your PlayStation 5 controller. Moving on over to the wonderful Nintendo Switch here. This little adapter here, this little receiver, can actually plug into the bottom here of your Nintendo Switch, because it is, like I mentioned, USB-C. So now you can actually just go ahead and you can pop these headsets on, and you have a wired headset you can chat with, you can of course game with wirelessly. And I did try these out, playing quite a few games on the couch the other day, and the sound quality is just amazing, and it is cool the fact that I can actually use these wirelessly, or if I wanted to use them wired, I definitely could as well too. So it's little things like that, like I mentioned, that makes these headsets so damn great. But again though, the main thing is going to be the sound. The sound quality on these are just fantastic. The bass itself, I was playing a little bit of Spider-Man Miles Morales, and the bass itself is just awesome. I mean, like that's one of my biggest complaints with the Pulse 3Ds, or the 3D Pulses, is that there was barely any bass. The sound was definitely kind of flat. I played a little bit of Astro's Playroom with this as well too. I got that 3D audio, and it sounded freaking awesome, and nice and loud, nice and crisp, but most importantly that nice deep bass as well too, that makes like those games, like those shooters and such, or games like Miles Morales or whatnot, that you actually have a great soundtrack and everything, it makes it that much better. So again guys, just this really quick video here to show you that I ended up finding myself a pair of headsets. Like I mentioned, I went ahead and I went with the Steelseries Arctis 1 wireless. These are going to run you once again $99. Definitely a budget price for the most part here, but definitely a great sounding headset. I've heard, like I said, lots of great things about Steelseries themselves, and I gotta say that I've been nothing more than impressed with these actual headsets. So guys, make sure you like the video here, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn on that bell notification to keep updated with all things that is Chit Chat Gaming. And once again, this has been Mike with Chit Chat Gaming saying, happy gaming.